Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back for the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Last recording, and actually the last two recordings because I had to break it up, we did the challenge the Family Man. We don't really have any big reasons at the moment, to my knowledge, to try some of the other challenges. I have learned some new information. If I want that ever so useful D6 dice for Isaac, guess what I have to do? I have to beat Isaac with the question mark, dead baby. Look up there in the top left. I've not even beaten Mom's heart, and they expect me to beat Isaac? At least it doesn't have to be done on hard mode, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of getting really lucky. Maybe I'll decide one day if I have a lot of extra time just to marathon a bunch of question mark things and then only posting the one that maybe succeeds. But let's see, what do I want to do today? I think we could do Maggie. I think there's a chance here to fill Maggie out. All we've got to do is beat the chest, and then we would have done, well, the chest and maybe the boss rush, and then we've done everything for Maggie. So maybe we could even do a boss rush. Yeah, why not? How can we do a boss rush and just be real fast about it? Well, this is how you do it right now. Boss rush, here we come. How are we gonna survive a boss rush is the question now. So I need to get a battery or a full charge some other way on this shovel. We can only cheat as far as Mom's heart with the shovel. If we go below Mom's heart, we'll end up in She-Hole. There's no way to go up at that point. I don't want to waste my black hearts. Crazy boss rush attempt here. We need to get the items. We totally skipped the item room that's free. We totally skipped everything on that first floor. I mean, at the very least, if I had been smart, I would have gotten a free item. But we somehow ended up in the devil place, and I took my chances. Hopefully I won't live to regret it. Well, almost guaranteed I won't live to regret it. I'll die to regret it. So I could go in there. For what reason? Just potential another deal with the devil? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Come on, run. Oh, this is ridiculous. Alright, take this, spectral tears. Damn. Don't even have a bomb to get this little blue rock. Not doing secret. Probably wasn't the smartest move to actually use the shovel on the first floor. In future, if I think about it now, I should have fought the first floor boss and then used the shovel on the second floor. And then by the time I was on the third floor, I would have had enough rooms to charge it up, because here we're on the second floor and we don't have enough rooms to even charge it up. Couple soul hearts, I'll take that. Deal with the devil, let's see. Dark matter for another heart, why not? You know what I could really use is dead cat. Dead cat might save us on this, because I'm going fast. I'm just not gonna be powerful. I'm just not gonna be set up for a run like this. This is just pure insanity. That's all we're doing at the moment. Alright, so do I want to look for the shop? Nope, I guess I don't. Oops. Well, this doesn't always have the chance of giving you it's not always 100% chance that it's gonna give you what you want. So I could take this whole converter and use it once, and then I could take the fly, or I could take this old converter and I could use it twice, and I could take the fly. I'm just gonna take the fly. Hopefully that's not a mistake. I don't think I can take anything else for this. This is the secret shop place. We now need to find more charges or a battery or something to keep our path, keep going down. Spectral Tears is doing some work here. Alright, some bombs, good. So, earlier this morning I decided to watch the animated remake of Heavenly Sword, a PlayStation 3 game that is kind of a female version of God of War in its playstyle, although in storyline and lack of just utter brutality and cruelty, Heavenly Sword is not anywhere as bad as God of War is, and I appreciated that because God of War to me seems to be over the top. Go in there and use the shovel, maybe? That'd be an interesting strategy. Should work. But them making it into what is effectively a cartoon now, because they've taken all the gameplay elements out. Mom's context freeze effect, alright. Takes a lot of what got me involved at least in the game is missing. They had to redo all the boss battles and into animations, because of course those weren't animations, that's when you were actually playing. They did a pretty good job, but it's it just loses something, you know? I think this would probably be true for any movie. If Star Wars was a video game first, and they decided to make a movie of it afterwards, people who had played the Star Wars game first would certainly feel like the movie was lacking something. There's another way to escape a room, a challenge room. And that is kind of true because they have the opportunity that they have the game Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which wasn't as good a game as it was a story, so if they were going to do something like that, which I doubt they will, for Star Wars 7, nothing seems to indicate it's going to be anything like that. That would be cool, at least, because let's face it, a Force choke does not stand the test of time when we've seen so many other bad guys from so many other stories with much cooler powers. I really wanted them to have another Heavenly Sword game, but they killed off the main character in the first game. I mean, just bad writing there. I mean, they didn't really leave it open at all for a sequel. And I think, unfortunately, there is some sexism going on there that some percentage of people who play that game are not going to want to play as a female lead character. And that's all that game was two strong female lead characters. Even in the show, it looked like they added a male character that I don't even remember in the game, if he was in the game. But yeah, people would much rather play as God of War, who is the most masculine, ridiculous stereotype you could think of. I would like to see them remake games as new games more than I would like to see them remake games as movies. There's something to be said for... I can't use this. I think it would just kill me immediately. Let's see. I'll take that. Trying to boss rush, and I'm gambling. Just trying to get high enough. If we even look for a secret room. Not gonna gamble with this gun, I'm just gonna blow him up. Alright, so looking for one small room I can get one less charge on the shovel with. So, yeah, I would love if they had gone back and remade Heavenly Sword so it's a little bit better. There were some parts that were cheaply made, both in the movie and the game, but I mean, what can you really do when you're making a movie of a game that didn't sell that well? It probably would have been just the best idea for them to not do anything with it and take their earnings and not try to sell it again. The story is good, it's an interesting story, but if the game didn't sell that well to sell the story, why is on a CG cartoon gonna sell that story any better. There's the game Brutal Legend, which is a great story wrapped in a style of gameplay that wasn't very popular. So if they came back and took out the bad gameplay elements of Brutal Legend and re-released it, would it sell more? Probably not, because it, at this point, has a stench of failure on it. And so I think this is why you never see any remakes of it or anything like that is being made, is because it's too late at this point. After the game comes out, if it doesn't succeed, it's just too late. It really probably is. And people like me can say, well, remake the game, spend more money on a game that didn't make money, and come out with a Brutal Legend that is just a RPG game, because it did have RPG elements that people forget. It wasn't just all this real-time strategy thing that it tried to be, and it had multiplayer too, so they really got off the rails. If they had decided not to do real-time strategy and not put any investment in real-time in multiplayer, and instead come out with a RPG game, it would have been a lot better, would have gotten a lot better reviews, probably sold a little bit better. The story is great. I'd love to see a story again. If they said Brutal Legend 2 is coming out, it's gonna be the same story, but it's gonna be just RPG or something else. If they can convince me that the something else is gonna be good, I'd still be willing to look at it and give it a try, but I don't know how many other people would be. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this pill. Bad trip. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Wonder if there is like a game I just don't want. Wouldn't say it was so bad I don't want to be remade. Certainly, but they weren't games I played. There are those kids games, those games that they used to make for Game Boys, where it was just a cheap licensed game that sucked and you knew it sucked, and the only reason it sold any at all is because stupid parents would buy it for their kids and just to give them something cheap. Alright, well, let's go in the challenge room. We've been doing this challenge room trick, but we're gonna lose here, man. How can we not lose? What are we at? Necropolis 1? Alright. Let's go ahead and use this pill. Amnesia, who cares? Let's go. Okay, so here's the problem with boss rushing. I have the Emperor card. I have everything I need. The Necropolis 2, this should take us to Mom's. There's like a little eyes coming out right there. I have one black heart and I have Bob's head. So basically can't take any damage at all. If we somehow beat Mom's foot here, we will get the boss rush. But how are we going to do it? And how are we going to survive the boss rush on that question? This is the problem with boss rushing. Just have to be super careful not to get hit. Almost got me, almost got me. And that's the problem with boss rushing. I'd have to give it some more thought about what other games I'd like to see remade. Almost every game of a couple of generations back, if people really loved it, the creators really loved it, and the people who played it, at least some of those people really loved it, could be remade. Could be done again, done better. A lot of times, it's just a matter of, you know, cleaning up the graphics. If I could foresee that lots of games that come out a couple of years ago could just get the graphics upgraded if they could run on the same hardware or the next generation hardware better. But yeah, I don't know. Well, they're coming out with Mario Maker, which is kind of a, if they do it right, it's going to be able to play Mario Brothers 1 and allow you to create your own levels in Mario Brothers 1. But and then they did come out with New Super Mario Brothers or something, and that was a remake, and it added things, and I think that was good. I don't know. I haven't played Nintendo or had a Nintendo console in so long. It's really hard to justify getting a Nintendo console for like 3 games. It feels like 3 games. You get like 2 Mario games and maybe a Zelda. If you're really lucky, maybe it'll throw in a Metroid game that's good. If you're really lucky, but you can't buy a console for 4 games. Can't justify it. It's part of the reason why I haven't bought any of the new generation consoles. I haven't seen enough games to justify it yet. And that's a year later. Anyways, so I'll stop ranting. This is the problem of boss rushing. Right here. Never got our attack up. Never got our life up. Never got any of the items that would change the game. And I am not a good enough player to take no damage in a mom's foot fight, obviously. I got about halfway. That's pretty good. So maybe I'll get better. But yeah, this is why I take it slow. You want to see me win? It's going to be a 2-hour episode. You want to see me lose? And I'll boss rush. But I won't ever make it. It would have been nice if I had beaten her to see if it actually counts as a boss rush victory until just getting into the boss rush. I'm almost certain it doesn't. I think you have to do the boss rush, and the boss rush is every single boss in the game, basically. No Mega Satan. I don't think there's a Satan. I don't think there's a mom's foot, mom's heart, or anything like that. But every other floor boss you've seen, you're basically fighting all of them. In rounds of 2 guys at a time, in a giant room. It's craziness. I probably wouldn't survive that even if I got into it. So, that's it for this episode. As always, like, share, and subscribe. I won't be doing a lot of boss rush attempts unless I just want to feel lucky. But we got that shovel, and that was what pushed us into the boss rush. That's the reason. I think next episode we'll just do another Maggie run, and this time we won't boss rush. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.